fight. Trying to see where the life take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
Brought his servant son through his grace and mercy on another Sabbath day to proclaim judgment to the so-called black and Hispanics and other nations, and to warn our people that y'all gotta come out of America. Hey brother, how you feel about this sign right here? How you feel about this sign? What come to your mind?
How I feel about it?
What we're teaching is how the so-called black and Hispanic man, woman, and child are God's chosen people, according to the Bible. Now, we looking at history, look at slavery, Jim Crow, rape, robbery, murder. It seems like we look at our history, it's always some negative. But according to the Bible, Deuteronomy 76, we'll be God's favorite people, also known as his peculiar people. All right,
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and 2.
I know.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
And the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
Now, mind you, the world will teach you everyone's equal, right? You know, God loves everybody. A, B, and C. You know, everyone should just love everybody and get along with everybody. But why does the Bible say out of all races, he chose one people to be a special, peculiar people unto him? You ask me, it sounds like God got favorites.
Yes, sir.
Just like man, you know how you may have a favorite, favorite color, favorite shoe, favorite outfit, favorite haircut, or how you like to look. Same thing with the Lord. We got a favorite chosen people.
Right.
Now the real question is, who are those people? All right, who's the people that God made chosen?
So let me ask you this. So let's say I came up here and I was like, man, how we got chosen people? We wouldn't want to know. You know, the white man, he built himself a beautiful civilization. He got everything. How we the chosen people? We ain't got nothing. What if I said that?
That's a beautiful question. Let's get Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Let's get 1 Samuel chapter 12.
Bring it out.
And verse number 13. Verse 14. All right. First, I want 1 Samuel 12 and verse 14 first.
Okay.
And that's the whole point. If we are God's chosen people, why are we at the bottom of society? I mean, we look the best as a people, cook the best. I mean, we have the best entertainment. Even in slavery, we had to get an entertainment because they knew no other nation do it like us.
Right.
So we just so great people, we dominated. We just won the Olympics. The so-called USA, and who all was on the team? So-called black men. Track and field. No matter what country it was a so-called black or Hispanic man, woman in there. Right? It wasn't a Chinese man or an East Indian man. Because our people, no matter where we are in the world, we dominate. But at the same time, we're in the bottom of society, in the hoods and the ghettos, etc.
Right.
So, answer that.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 12 verse 14. If ye will fear the Lord and serve him and obey his voice.
This is Samuel talking to the Israelites and their king. Alright, so he said if you fear God and if you serve God, read on.
And obey his voice.
And you obey what he says, read on.
And not rebel against the commandments.
If you don't go against God's commandments,
against the commandment of the Lord, then shall both ye and also the king that reigneth over you continue following the Lord your God.
So if our king and our people don't rebel against God, we're going to continue following God. Mind you, said our king, we had kings back then, we had a kingdom. So if we rule and follow God, our kingdom will always flourish. As you see today, we don't got a kingdom anymore. We're under someone else's kingdom.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 15.
Right.
But if ye will not obey the voice of the Lord.
But if you don't obey what God said, read on.
But rebel against the commandment of the Lord.
But you go against God's commandments.
Then shall the hand of the Lord be against you.
Then God is going to be against you. So to answer your question, brother, the reason why we in this predicament that we're in, because we rebelled against God.
Right.
All right, we broke God's commandments, God's law. That's why the Lord brought us from being kings to at the bottom of society. Finish out on that.
Right. It says, then shall the hand of the Lord be against you as it was against your fathers.
And it's going to be against us just like how it was against our fathers, our ancestors. Can't no other race people read that and relate to it. Are they East Indian? You can't read that and say, man, is that talking about me and my ancestors? I can't do that. All right, so we got
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou would not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the first one we read, that was Samuel talking to the Israelites. This now is Moses talking to the Israelites.
Right.
Read that again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou would not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If you don't listen to God, you know what?
to observe and to do all his commandments.
The commandments, the same thing we just read that Samuel said. If you rebel against the commandments, God's hand is going to be upon you. Moses is saying the same thing. If you go against God's commandments, read on.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Right.
that all these curses,
All these what?
that all these curses,
What, slavery?
that all these curses,
Generational curses?
all these curses
All these curses, read on.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are going to come upon so-called black Hispanics and overtake you if they don't keep his commandments.
Right.
Now, brother, Genealogy, the Lord is talking to one race of people. We read in the beginning, he has a chosen people, but these same chosen people are at the bottom of society.
Right.
So I'm going to read you 3 quick curses, right, that happened to the Israelites, and I want you to tell me, who would the Israelites be today according to the curses? Let's get verse 16.
Verse 16.
Bring it out.
Cursed shall thou be in the city,
Right?
and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So the first 2 curses, the Lord said, if you rebel, I'm going to curse you in every major city, and I'm going to curse you in every field. What does it sound like being cursed in the cities?
Amen.
Right, the yeah, see that? All right, you go to the hoods, all you see is us in the ghettos.
Right.
I never seen a group of Chinese people in the ghettos. I never seen a group of, again, East Indians in the ghettos, Arabs in the ghettos. If they are in the ghettos, they selling to our people. They selling up their shops.
That's all I'm about to say. They said we come to Christian.
Yeah, they selling their merchandise. Say, what about
Can I take it with y'all?
I mean, can you? But we got a flyer for you. We got a flyer.
Oh, the rate not even up here.
All right, let's get the flyer.
You got flyers?
I got flyers.
We got some over here. All right, listen to that information. All right, we'll keep walking. All right, listen to it. Actually, picture at the end. Nevertheless, he got the word. So all praise to the Lord.
Right.
Alright, let's go back to Mark chapter 2, Acts 18.
Hey, King, they already down. The Christians ain't down there, so just be aware of them coming this way.
Okay.
It's the book of Acts chapter. It's the book of Acts chapter 18, verse 4. And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath,
Right?
and persuaded the Jews and the Greeks.
Right, and that's the whole purpose. We coming out every Shabbat to persuade Israel that know that they Israel to come back to the Most High, serve your God, serve your King,
Right.
right, and to also persuade the Greeks,
Right.
Like the Babylonians, the ones that call themselves American and I'm black and I'm proud. You gotta bring them back to the Most High as well. Hey, brother, I got a quick question. You know who the Greeks are according to the Bible? All right, come on, son. Read that verse again.
It's the book of Acts chapter 18, verse 4.
Bring it out.
And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath,
Right.
and persuaded the Jews and the Greeks.
So did you know that according to the Bible, the men in the Bible they had to persuade other men that were Jews and Greeks
Right.
to come back to God? Now, you didn't know that, right? Now, before you leave off, it said the Jews and the Greeks. Who do you think are the real Jews in the last days or today? Who would you say are the Jews walking the earth today?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't get into the Bible, but I'm trying to get into it. So how would I be able to learn more about it? Like, can I contact all of them?
Yeah, we got a flag. Alright. But before you leave, I want to read you a quick verse. Let's get Jeremiah 14. We got a flag. We got our social media on there. We got QR codes you can scan. We're gonna read this quick verse. Jeremiah 14. So according to the Bible, brother, and history, the real Jews would be so-called black men.
Right.
Did you know that? Never knew that. Nowadays, they teach that the Jews are, I don't know if you got the image, or they teach that the real Jews is the so-called white man with that little top hat.
Right.
Or you know about those little yarmulkes that the white people in Israel, they said those are the real Jews.
Right.
According to history, brother, we would be the real Jews.
Right.
All right, let's do it.
It's the book of Jeremiah 14 and 2.
Bring it out.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
It said Judah. Now, we look on this sign. You see the word Judah around here somewhere?
Yep.
You see it at the top, right?
Yep.
Right across from Judah, what do you see?
American black.
So-called American black. How do we find this out in history? That they never taught you in school. We got something called do your own research that they never taught us about.
All right.
We have to find out and do our own research, do our homework. We came to find out that we will be God's chosen people. And if you are so-called American black, you will come from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
So we're going to see what the Lord said about Judah again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof language.
Right.
They are black unto the ground,
Right.
and the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
So the Lord said the real Jews are black unto the ground.
I'm gonna follow y'all on social media. I need to get into this.
All right, look into it, brother. You an Israelite. You got a flyer? Yeah, he gave me that. Appreciate it. Right. Check this, man. That's actually built up on that. Let's go back to Jeremiah 14:2. All right, give me Job 30.
Read this again. This is Jeremiah 14:2.
Right.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof language.
Right.
They are blackened to the ground,
Right.
and the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
All right, so according to the Bible, the real Jews, God's chosen people are black. Right, and that's double fold. Right, black going into mourning, being at a lower state. Give me that in Jeremiah chapter 8. All right, Jeremiah chapter 8, and I believe that's the last verse. All right, Jeremiah 8 and the last verse. And that's the same spirit today in 2024. All right, the so-called black and Hispanic man, hey, you're black.
Right.
All right, you're at the bottom of society. There should be no reason for you to, be happy 24/7, jolly 24/7. All right, I go to the workplace. You got Jake in there. They just happy to be there all the time, every day. All right, somehow every day is a good day for them at the workplace.
Right.
Now the Lord, He's not dealing with that be happy 24/7 spirit.
Right.
All right, give me Jeremiah chapter 9, verse number 1. Okay. All right, and bring up what you got.
This is Jeremiah 8:21.
Bring it out.
For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt.
Right, because we hurt when we see the state of our people. You see Jake keep walking around in the wheelchair. I'm gonna wait till. Okay. Hey sister. Hey sister.
Sis.
Hey family. Y'all got 1 minute for the Lord?
Commit a word.
One verse. Verse of the day.
One verse, sis.
Verse of the day, family. Come on, verse of the day.
Commit a word.
All right. And with that and seeing stuff like that, that should make you mad. Seeing your own people, to see the Lord reach out His hand unto them, right? And they just keep pushing like it's nothing. Meanwhile, you got the Moabite man walking up and down with a damn parrot in his hand, making much money off it. All right, he's on the Chinese man, the Arab man, East Indian man. You got the Moabite man with his ancient garment on, with the damn bracelets on, selling it, getting money from our people. Right, and guess what? Y'all still at the bottom of society.
Right.
Y'all still in slavery.
Right.
Y'all still content with being at the bottom as if God didn't promise you much more, than just slavery.
Right.
Hey, family. Y'all see yourself on this side?
I'm sorry?
You see yourself on this side? The so-called race? 2 seconds, right? You see a so-called race on this side? If you do, y'all will be God's chosen people.
All right.
All right. So-called American flags, less education. You see a so-called race?
Water.
Do I see myself by race?
Yeah, like the race. On the side.
I guess we'll be American black.
American black, right? Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe in the Bible?
Do you? Yeah. I'm gonna let her answer that.
She don't. All right, well, why not?
I didn't say I don't.
Well, did y'all know that the Bible is actually black history? Did you ever grow up in the church, Christian church? Now, that's
My
a
grandfather
good
was a
reason.
pastor.
You said what?
I said my grandfather was a pastor.
Yeah, so, that's the Christian church. I'll say this. I'm led to believe you probably do believe in the Bible, but it's the understanding that the church taught you that caused you to have some, ups and downs with it.
Right.
Now, again, the Bible would be black history. I'm going to show you that. Let's get Job chapter 30, verse 7. When you read the Bible, the men of the Bible are actually melanated men. Remember, the Lord said He created man from the dust of the ground, right? What color is the dust? Different shades of brown.
Right.
So the original people that wrote the Bible were brown-skinned, melanated people. That would be our ancestors that actually wrote and documented these things all throughout history. Now I'm going to show you this.
It's the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 30.
Bring it out.
My skin is black upon me.
What did Job say?
My skin is black upon me.
So one of the most holiest men in the Bible, Job, men have much patience He said his skin was black upon him. Alright, so Job just openly admitted out the Bible that he was a so-called black man. Again, the world would teach you that, you know, the people in the Bible that are white, angels are white, you know, white baby naked angels, and Jesus Christ is white, and 12 apostles and Moses. They would teach you all these people are white. Alright, but give me some of Solomon and the Bible. But again, our ancestors, melanated people, actually wrote this book and had it to where they recorded it as records for us.
Right.
I'm showing you this because it's important for our people to see ourselves in the Bible and to remind you that this Bible is only for us. The world would teach you, you know, it's for everybody. God loves everybody. When, as they teach you that, they still continue to oppress you, rape you, murder you, and our people. You got the sister that got shot in the face by a cop, driving a bowl of water. And she was, you know, beats away, and he still shot her in the face because he felt threatened. Alright, they teach you that God loves everybody, but they don't show love themselves.
Right.
And we say this because the Bible teaches you certain things on how to move in those situations, and also it tells you why we're in those predicaments. So, pretty cool.
It's the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. Right? I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Right, you ever heard of King Solomon?
Yes.
The richest man that ever lived. Read that again, let's see what color he was.
I am black.
I am what?
I am black.
What is Solomon?
I am black.
Black king?
I am black.
Solomon said he black.
Right.
Alright, he didn't say, you know, I'm light skinned, I'm a pale man, I'm a white boy. No, yeah, pink. He said, I am black and comely, O daughters of Jerusalem. He said, I'm black and I'm handsome. Alright, read on.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar,
Right.
as the curtains of Solomon.
Read on.
Look not upon me, because I am black.
He said, don't look at me because, you know, I'm black, I'm dark skinned. Because what?
Because the sun have looked upon me.
Because when the sun look upon you, skin turn a little bit darker, right? Solomon said, don't look at me because, you know, I'm getting darker. He said, I'm black and I'm coming.
Right.
Alright, again, the so-called white man, he can't read that and relate to it. Chinese man can't read that and relate to it. But who can read that and relate to it? Our people. So, according to the Bible system, your ancestors are actually the ones that wrote the Bible, that published it. They wrote it to us,
Right.
for us, and it's written by us.
Right.
Alright? The King James Bible. It's like the same Bible that's in the church. The only difference is they don't go in there and read these certain verses.
Right.
The Bible was meant to be taught one race of people.
Right.
Guess who that race is, according to the Bible? You know what that race is? You said what? You know what I'm saying? The Bible is meant for one race. Well, it said so-called black people. Alright, black and Hispanic. When you look on this side, the Israelites were the ones that are only eligible to read this Bible.
Right.
You know, Psalms 1:7-19. God only knows us.
Right.
He gave us his laws, his ordinances, his statutes, and his commandments. I was going to Psalms 119, Psalms 147, verse 19.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 147, and verse number 19. And it reads, He sheweth his word unto Jacob,
Right?
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
God, he showed his word unto Israel. Again, he never dealt with the whole world. Read on.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
And that's plain. I never dealt with no other nation of people but Israel.
Right.
Who's Israel? We're Israel.
Right.
Are the same people that's at the bottom of society, poor, strung out in the hoods. The Lord called us Israel, his chosen people. The real Jews. Pretty sure y'all heard about Kanye coming out and saying he a Jew. They shut him down. Kyrie Irving came out and said he was a Jew. Took his Nike contract.
Right.
Nick Cannon came out and said he was a Jew. They took Wildin' Out from him. He had to make a public apology. But when we said we Muslim, nobody cared.
Right.
Christians, nobody cared. Buddhism. But the minute we say we the Jews, all of a sudden it's anti-Semitic. All right, you can't say that. All right, what
Sammy Davis Jr. came out as a Jew and they accepted him.
You said what?
Sammy Davis Jr.
You said Samuel David Jr.?
Yeah, he came out as a Jew and they accepted him. He said, I'm Jewish. Everybody's like, okay. That's maybe a little before your time.
Yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr. is the old guy.
Hey, well, you know, nowadays you come out and say you a Jew, you damn near getting persecuted.
Right.
You know, again, they took Kanye West, he went from being a billionaire to a millionaire in one night.
That's not only because of Sammy. Well, I get what you're saying.
So So
He did a couple other things.
So according to the Bible, who are the real Jews?
I'm not sure.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
Give me Jeremiah 14:10. So the real Jews are so-called black people.
Right.
When you look at the state of the Jews, give me the definition of ghetto. Alright, y'all know what the word ghetto means? Like the etymology?
Sorry?
You know what the etymology of the word ghetto is?
Not really.
We're gonna show you real quick. Bring it out.
This is the etymological form of ghetto.
Right.
It's an area of a city in which Jews are concentrated by force and law.
So we look at the ghettos in 2024, the hoods. What race of people's in the ghetto? But the Bible, the definition by etymology said the Jews. So not even just according to the Bible, but according to definition, the real Jews got to be who?
Should be black people, but I can stand here and I'm feeling what you're saying, and I'm getting educated as well. But at the same time, when anybody's educating you, you got questions. I'm from New York, and in New York, the Hasidic Jews, they got their own area, don't nobody touch them. And these are all white men with beard to the head.
That's the thing, because those aren't the real Jews.
Right.
You said they aren't?
They aren't the real
They might not be the real Jews, but when I tell you, you go in that neighborhood, they running it. Police don't even run it.
And that's the thing. According to the Bible, we'll show you. The real Jews are in poverty.
Right.
The real Jews are at the bottom of society. So if I see
those Jews in New York, they are running room.
Which means they aren't the real Jews.
Don't nobody touch them. I'm sure you do. Now what type of Jews are you saying that black people are? Because those Jews are Hasidic Jews. The ones that got the thing that go like this and the beard go like that and they all wear black. Those are Hasidic Jews. So what are black people? What type of Jews?
That's the thing. There is no history with that. According to the Bible, you just see Jews. When they start adding different labels like, Russian, Ashkenazi Jew, and it's another one that they came out with. It's some Christian type of Jew. When they start adding these different names behind the word Jew, off bat, that should let you know there's some off that. Because when I read the Bible, I don't see Rastafarian, I don't see this Jew, I don't see a Hasidic Jew, I just see Jew.
Right.
So
me growing up in New York, we knew don't go in that neighborhood because those Hasidic Jews will kill you. And the police will not stop them because they run it.
Exactly. That's the point. Because
that ain't no ghetto. Because we talking brownstones over there, and all of them got money.
And that's the point, because the real Jews are in the ghettos. If they're not in the ghettos, they must be fake Jews.
Right.
So then those fake Jews will run in New York.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9.
Bring it out.
I know thy works.
Right.
In tribulation.
And tribulation is talking to God's chosen people, the Jews. He said, I know your works. I know the tribulation that you're going through, and what?
And poverty.
And what?
And poverty.
Y'all run the city.
And poverty.
And poverty. What read on?
But thou art rich.
Right.
And I know the blasphemy.
So he said to the Jews, I know your poverty, your tribulation. I know what you're going through. He said, and I know the blasphemy of what?
Of them which say they are Jews.
And I know the wickedness of them that say they are Jews, the ones you're talking about in New York that run this whole city in the world. You know what?
And are not.
What are they?
And are not.
They're real Jews.
And are not.
Or what?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
So God said they're really the synagogue of Satan.
Right.
Because that's a real satanic thing. We steal our culture, you take it for yourself, then you call yourself the real Jew.
Right.
White people been doing that for years.
And that's why the Lord called them the synagogue of Satan.
They've been doing that for years.
According to the Bible, we will be God's chosen people.
Right.
The real Jews. So those Amalekites, those Jewish people in New York and over there in Soki, Illinois, they're not God's chosen people, because God's chosen people, they catching hell. When you read the Bible, they always in slavery, captivity. They always going through something. The Babylonians, the Greeks, the Persians, the Roman Empire. There's always something. Egypt. And guess what? Even in 2024, those same people is going to be oppressed in America. That's our people. But the thing is, if we're his chosen people and we're being oppressed, how do we get out of this oppression being this holy chosen people?
Right.
That's the real question. How do we
It's been nice. I don't know nothing anymore, but I've enjoyed this.
All right, well, we got a flyer for you. All right.
You got a what?
We got a flyer for you.
Flyer?
Yeah. All right, look into it. Says y'all will be God's chosen people. You know, y'all got to repent and keep God's commandments, all right? Come at us in.
Thank you.
All right. get out that mind that, you know, Esau's the real Jew.
Right.
All right, you gotta watch that. Give us that in that 1 Corinthians 10 and 4.
And show you got more work to do.
Yeah, 2024 is still, even though a lot of people know that, you know, the so-called black man is the real Jew, still a lot of people that think Amalek is the real Jew. And you got Ishmael teaching that, you know, we the real Jews. You had that one Ishmaelite sister with the Jake.
Yeah.
It was like, don't you know that, you know, that he a Jew? She said, yeah. And he didn't even know he was a Jew. So it's a lot of work they gotta get done. Right? They got videos coming out online, going to the gas station, right, putting the camera through the glass to Amalek face. Are blacks the real Jews? They said, yeah.
Right.
Both sides is uncovering a lot of secrets, but it's a lot more that gotta be revealed at the same time. 1 Corinthians 10, please a second.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4.
You know.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal,
Right.
but mighty through Yahweh
Right.
to the pulling down of strongholds.
That's the whole thing that we done. That's the whole goal. Pour down strongholds. It's a lot of goals we gotta accomplish. We gotta pour down strongholds.
Right.
Or we gotta turn the hearts of the people back to the Most High God.
Right.
We gotta cut down all type of mental wickedness.
Right.
We gotta wake Jacob to his true nationality. We gotta get Eve to stop dyking. We gotta get Jake to stop being a homosexual. There's a lot of goals, you know, that gotta get accomplished.
Right.
Right? But again, that's why we out here. Because if we don't do it, who else gonna do it? If we would have never been out here, she would have kept thinking that
Just
those
like that scene in
New York Ishmaelites or Amalekites are God's chosen people. God forbid that, you know, we cool with our people thinking that Amalek is God's chosen people. And they the real Jew. As if they're not still in our heritage.
Right.
Give me Exodus chapter 17 and verse 16, I believe. Exodus 17 and verse 16. The Lord said we got to remember the wickedness of Amalek. Give me Deuteronomy 25th chapter. Let's go there.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 17 and 14.
Bring it up.
Yo. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua.
Right?
For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek.
But the Lord said it's going to come a time he's going to utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek. It's the reason why he chose Amalek, the so-called Jewish man. Hey, brother.
Right there. Right here, brother.
Brother,
Right here, brother.
brother.
From under heaven.
Right.
And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nisi.
Right.
For he said, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
And the Lord, he didn't swear that with all nationalities. He said he swore with Amalek, I'm going to have war with him from generation to generation.
Right.
That's why the brother he brought out yesterday, how Amalek, they got the highest damn cancer rate. Right. That's not a coincidence.
Right.
That's the Most High still having war with Amalek from generation to generation. All right, the Lord raised up the Ishmaelites to go against Amalek. That's the Lord having war with them from generation to generation.
Right.
All right, the Most High, he's always gonna have his hand, always have something to do with Amalek from the wickedness that they did to us back in the wilderness. All right, imagine you just now coming out of Egypt. All right, Exodus 15, you're singing a song we just got out. Then 2 chapters later, Amalek already trying to oppress Jacob. Right. That's wicked.
Right.
But that's why the Lord has to have war with Amalek from generation to generation. How you doing, brother? You see yourself on this side? So-called race. American black, you know, West Indian, Haitian. What's your so-called race? So what?
Caribbean American.
You said Caribbean American? From where? Oh, Kingston?
That's called.
What's your pops? Your pops you
That's
from
called.
Kingston or your mom? Your pops? From Kingston?
mom.
Your mom? Be alert. From where? Saharan.
Saharan.
So your pops from Puerto Rico? Is he a black family, like a Puerto Rican type? Is he like black that just lived in Puerto Rico, or he actually Puerto Rican? Okay. So according to the Bible, brother, you will be an Israelite from the tribe of
I'm a
Edom.
Coptic Christian.
Say what?
I'm a Coptic Christian.
You said a Coptic Christian?
Coptic Christian.
What's that? I never heard of that. Coptic
Egypt and Ethiopia, like,
Okay. So, before you leave, brother, according to the Bible, did you know that now, like you said, Christ is black? So if Christ is black, then what would be his mother and his father? What skin color is they? And what about his cousins, his aunties and uncles? What about his descendants? Black also, right? So if his descendants are black, and we call ourselves black, then we must be Christ's descendants, right? Now, what was the race of Christ?
Go to church. My grandfather is the pastor.
So Christ's descendants was an Israelite.
Right.
We're gonna show you that. Now, like you said, if Christ, his family, his mother, his father, his descendants is black, we say that that's us and we're black. Then we gotta see what race Christ called himself. Because whatever race he is, then by default that's what he gotta be.
Right.
If we're his descendants. Read.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
The book of the generation of Christ.
Christ's generation, genealogy.
The son of David.
Right.
The son of Abraham.
Right.
Abraham begat Isaac.
Right.
And Isaac begat Jacob.
Right. Isaac begat Jacob. So Christ, you will be Jacob, also known as Israel. That's your grandson, right? So, that's what? Oh yeah? Now Christ, his race was an Israelite.
Right.
Right, Jacob. So if Christ and Jacob is by default, where's descendants? What are we? Israelites.
Right.
See how simple that is, brother? So if we Israelites, we God's chosen people. We the best people that ever walked the earth. Why are we in slavery in 2024? I mean, isn't that a good question that, to think about?
Yeah, I think.
Let's get Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. Or 28 and 15. So the reason why we're in this position that we're in, brothers, is because we broke God's commandments.
Right.
Us being his chosen people, a holy generation. If we're this great people, and like I said, we're at the bottom of society, we must have did something to piss God off, right? We're going to see what we did to piss off the Most High.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou would not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if black people, so-called, and Hispanics don't listen to God, the Israelites, as we just established, the Israelites don't listen to God, we're going
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day,
right?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are going to come upon our people, and they're going to overtake us. Our purchase is why. You said what?
I pretty much
But that's the thing, brother. These are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
So when you see these names, I know you said, a lot of your family got these names. Well, that should indicate that your people would be the Israelites.
Right.
So do you walk around calling yourself an Israelite?
You know what the true temple of Solomon is?
What?
The true temple of Solomon, the 7th verse.
No, that's a church or something.
Basically, Egypt, Ethiopian, Christians, here. So we based in Memphis, Chicago, LA, New York.
So y'all teach that black and Hispanics are the Israelites? Now, is that it?
I've just been doing it I'm 18 years old. I've been doing it for 18 years. I'm not really deep into it, but since my grandfather is the pastor,
that makes sense. So that's good that a lot of teachers are similar, but knowing that you Israel, that it's an action that come behind it. Because remember, I just asked you, if we're in this situation, we're God's chosen people, you said you don't know.
Right.
That's something that we should know. If anything, if we God's chosen people, why the hell am I a slave? Why am I under the so-called witness? That's a question that we gotta know. So give me Deuteronomy 20:12. So you know you Israel already, right? You be teaching that to your cousins and your family. Okay.
They more.
Alright, let's read Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and 12.
This verse really for the brothers that know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know you're Israel. So this verse for you right here. Let's read this.
And now Israel,
right?
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So now Israel, you know you Israel. You've been on for how long? 18 years, right? What does the Lord require as it just asked? So for 18 years, you know you're Israel, but you don't know what God requires.
Right.
Right? You see how that's a problem, bro? So we're going to see what God requires of his chosen people, the Israelites.
But to fear the Lord thy God,
right,
to walk in all his ways,
right,
and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
This is what God has required. Is to do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
What the Israelites got to do?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
So according to the Bible, the Israelites, they're commanded to keep God's commandments.
Right.
That's what's required of the Israelites. So if you've been going to that church for 18 years, brother, it sounds like, that church, the Ethiopian Christian church, it don't sound like they, give you the requirements to know God for you.
Right.
All the way. So according to the Bible, brother, you already know you'll be an Israelite. As Israelites, I'm pretty sure you all know Moses, right? Moses, he commanded us to keep the commandments. God commanded us that. You know about the 10 commandments, right? How many commandments you know of the 10?
I stopped going to church when I wasn't required to go to church.
So when you start going back?
When did I start going back? I didn't go back then. I'm in college. I go to high school in the state.
Okay. So, you want to start keeping God's commandments as an Israelite. Give me Romans 9:6. You really are a real Israelite who keep God's commandments.
Right.
It's cool to know that, God's chosen people. It's cool to call yourself a Jew, which you are, an Israelite. But you're not a real Israelite, a real Jew, if you're not doing the works that a real Jew, a real Israelite did.
Right.
Let's get Romans 9:6. Alright.
Book of Romans, chapter 9 and 6.
Bring it out.
Not as though the word of God have taken an effect.
Right.
For they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
So the Lord said, not everybody that's an Israelite, they're not real Israel. The reason he said that is because it's works that come behind being Israel.
Right.
Alright, you want to make sure that your belief and you knowing that you God's chosen people is matching up with your works that come behind it.
Right.
Alright, give me that in John 8 and 37. What you know about Abraham, right? What you know about him? That's your uncle name? You got all these names coming up in scripture. What you know? Abraham, our forefather, right? Abraham, then who was next? Abraham, you got Isaac. Right, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So Abraham, that's our father.
Right.
Abraham is the progenitor of the Israelites.
Right.
Let's get John 8.
It's the book of John, chapter 8, verse 37.
Bring it out.
I know that ye are Abraham's seed,
Right?
but ye seek to kill me,
Right?
because my word have no place in you.
Right?
I speak that which I have seen with my father, and ye do that which ye have seen with your father.
Go on.
They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father.
Right, so you had these men that was boasting because they knew Abraham is our ancestor. Like how we know Abraham is our father.
Right.
Where we going?
Christ said unto them,
Right.
if ye were Abraham's children,
If you were really Abraham's children, you really came from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Abraham's children, you know?
ye would do the works of Abraham.
And Abraham, what he had? He had works, he had faith. Right. Abraham kept God's commandments. So if you're not keeping God's commandments, brother, then can you really call yourself a Jew?
Can you really?
Really call yourself an Israelite? So, knowing that, we got to give you some commandments. I know you got a pill, I'm going to give you like 3 quick commandments so you can really know what being an Israelite is all about.
Right.
Being God's chosen people. Pull up that.
Right, it's the book of Leviticus 11 and 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine,
Right.
though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So, according to the Bible, the Jews, the Israelites, are forbidden to eat swine.
Right.
You know what swine is? Swine.
I just know not to take it in. Don't eat it.
So you don't know what it is, but you just know not to eat it.
That's what I was taught.
But you don't know what it is,
That's
though.
not what I was taught. That's what I got.
Well, swine is pork.
I know, really.
Well, pork mainly. Right? It's a lot of ravens, but pork specifically you can't eat. So you don't eat pork. That's good. Turkey bacon, we got beef bacon, we got lamb, you know, we got ox. Got a lamb piece. Yeah, you know. Castle? Alright, well, gotta know a little something, brother.
Right.
Alright, you keep it castle. Well, that's good. That's good. You got a little knowledge. Now, our job is to just give you a little bit more. TikTok. So you know about the Hebrew Israelites? All praise. So you know we gotta keep God's commandments now. One of the commandments is you already keeping it, go for it. All right, we doing? Verse 9.
It reads, of their flesh shall you not eat, of their carcass shall you not touch, they are unclean unto you.
All right.
These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
All right.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, and the seas in the rivers, them shall you eat.
So the Lord said the same way you can't eat pork, it's a nasty land animal, certain animals in the water you can't eat.
Right.
If they don't got fins and scales, you can't eat it. Right, crab, what else? Crawfish. Yeah, that's two.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Yeah.
Take a flight with us, brother.
Yeah, see that? Roll, brother. Gotta take hot street.
She told me not to eat scallops, oysters.
That's right, all of that stuff. If it don't got both fins and scales, it's a no-go.
Right.
So you eat those things that you just named. That's good. So that's good. She's telling you. She's leading you right.
Right.
All right. So far, she's leading you right. So that's right. No shrimp, crab, lobster, scallops, oysters, squid, octopus, blobfish. None of that. All right, but you got righteous fish. You got salmon. That got fins and scales. You can eat that. All right, you got bluegill. Yeah, you got tilapia.
Yeah.
You know, that's some clean fish you can eat. But the ones that you name, it's a no-go. You already know that. So that's certain commandments that you already keeping right there. All right, we're gonna give you another one. Let's get Numbers 15 and 38. All right, this is probably one that you probably never heard of. But now it's good that you're up there, you can hear it now.
Right, it's Numbers 15 and 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
So God commanded the Israelites to make fringes on their garments throughout all their generations. As we know, we the Israelites today, and we're still generating, which means we should still be having on fringes, right? So when you look around, what do you think are fringes? Look at every brother up here. Fringes, right? The so-called tassels.
I wear tassels in church, yeah.
You wear them at church?
Yeah, I wear it's like it's a garment. Me specifically, since I'm a barrier, I wear one that goes down to my ankle, one over, and one that goes down to my ankle. I wear tassels.
Okay, you know, kind of getting down in there.
Right.
But you want to make sure too, like you said, you got kind of got these though. It's good.
Yeah, at the end of it, I got four. So I cross it 4 times. I got 4 hanging out.
Like that, kind of.
Yeah.
Like
Smaller.
Now, you know, that's a start. You know, that's a start. But you also want to work on getting these as well, right? Because it said read that, and I said finish out on that. Read from the top.
Speak unto the children of Israel,
right?
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Right, you want to have it all around the border as well. So according to the Bible, brother, you already kind of doing it. You know, you got the tassels. We'll make sure you get some of these too. All right, these is what Christ wore. All right, this is what Abraham wore. This is what Aaron wore.
Right.
You know,
and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right, and on a border, you gotta have a ribbon of blue.
Right.
Fringe can be any color. You got the black joints, you got the two-tone, gold, gray, you got all types of different fringes. You got the white, you got the colors.
Right.
All right, you got the fringes over here. Look, brother, got both tassels and the fringes.
Nice.
All right, that's next level. That's next level stuff right there. Brother got the two-tone, another two-tone. So the fringe can be any color, but you want to make sure you got the border blue, not the color.
Right.
You know? That makes sense. Yeah, it's not hard, is it? So you got it around your crown? Alright, you want to make sure you wear them every day.
Every day.
Alright? It can't be a day where you just not wearing fringes. Because if we see you up here, brother, we see you walking past, you don't got your fringes on, you know, brother's gonna say something.
Right.
Remember, this is a commandment. We failed because we didn't have any fringes.
Right.
Remember God's commandments. Remember, I asked you earlier to name 10 commandments, right? That's it. You know why you couldn't remember it?
I didn't go to church anymore.
No, because you ain't had the fringes on. You shouldn't go to church, really.
Right.
Well, you didn't remember it because you had a Fringes on. It's going to tell you that. We're going. It's going to tell you that.
It says, and it shall be unto you for a friend.
Right.
That he may look upon it.
You can look at it.
And remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And what?
And remember all the commandments of the Lord.
What else?
And do them.
That's plain. You got to remember it, look upon it, and then do it. Alright, so you look at it, man, I can't eat pork. I can't eat shrimp, crab, lobster. I can't marry the so-called white. That's a commandment. I can't marry the other nation to get down and believe unto them. According to the Bible, you got to make sure you're doing these choices, alright, brother? So that's plain. That makes sense. Not hard at all. Pretty sure you know about the Sabbath day, right? What day is that?
It's during the summer, right?
The Sabbath day? Let's get the Sabbath. Brother, the Sabbath day is the most holy day. You gotta remember this.
Right.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Right.
Remember the Sabbath day.
The Lord say,
Remember the Sabbath day.
Don't forget it.
Remember the Sabbath day.
See how you forgot it? Lord said, remember it. Remember the Sabbath day. Read on.
To keep it holy.
Right.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
6 days. You gotta labor, do all your work. Read on.
But the 7th day.
But the what?
But the 7th day.
The 7th day of the week is what?
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So which day is the Sabbath? Saturday.
Right.
How you feel, bro? You know, but that's why we out here, so you can remember. All right, Saturday, not Sunday. How a lot of churches say. Your church teaches Sunday or Saturday? Saturday. That's okay. I gotta get some info for that church here. Ethiopian. What? Coptic.
It's our biggest one is called the Nation of Coptic. True Temple of Solomon, the 7th verse.
Alright, now you still want to stay out of Coptic. You know, they're not really giving you 100% on what's going on. But you know, they gave you starters. They gave you starters.
Me personally, I'm young, so I don't know. I get out of the like I'm saying that keep faith and stuff like that. My life, I just
We're all Ethiopians. You're not gonna want to go in there, bro. You don't want to get caught up with the Ethiopians. All right, they got the big foreheads. They go back to the Kush. They kind of got that strange smell to them. You don't want to, different.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 12. Yo. Ye Ethiopians.
Who?
Ye Ethiopians.
The Lord talking about the Ethiopians. Same church that's running the big, all hell, but what they got going on? Those Ethiopians is what?
The Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword.
Do they read that verse in that church? King James.
we don't read King James.
Which Bible? Ethiopian Bible? Now, in Ethiopian Bible, it will teach you that you guys chosen people, that the black man is better than you.
I would
Oh, bro, it's a lot you don't know. You've been there 18 years.
I'm sorry.
That's how you know you gotta get out of here, bro. If I've been going to school 18 years, I'm gonna know at least the basics.
Right.
You see how you've been here 18 years, you don't even know the basics about the Ethiopians. So that should let you know you're not an Ethiopian.
Right.
So why are you going to that church?
I'm about to church.
I feel like a lot of them.
I guess it took them for
go shopping.
So again, bro, you want to make sure you cleave into your own people.
Right.
All right, you don't want to be joined to any other nation.
Never mind.
Look at all these people on this side. You got all these people that you can join into. The 12 tribes of Israel. You got Judah, Benjamin, Levi, right? You got Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher. Right, you know about this. Where's I know the word, brother. So what? Right. Think about Ephraim.
you ran.
Well, you know, it's Ephraim. That's where it says. Right? Ephraim.
That's the name of my church.
Alright, well, nevertheless, you don't see Ethiopians. So, you shouldn't be going to Ethiopian church when the Ethiopians not even God's children. I know you feel me, brother, but it's still like, it's going, like, that's what
personally, I'm going to say,
for what?
I respect the I've been working for 18 years, working with my grandfather, working with everybody.
So, who do you respect more? Your grandfather that's been working at the church or God?
Right.
Well, you respect that church more or God?
Right.
So, you going to go against what God said?
Working. Big brother.
But I'm saying, though, brother.
I work for everybody in my family.
But I'm saying it's not working because you don't even know your heritage.
Right.
To break down, you was an Israelite. You didn't know about the commandments. But you're saying you respect it, you feel it, but you don't. You showing that it's a lot of things you don't know after being there for 18 years. So you gotta. This one apart. You said you're 18, right? You at the age you can start making your own decisions.
Right.
Brother, you just said you're going there because you don't want to respect your parents.
I'm just staying in the religion. I'm not around the church.
So you're going to stay in a religion that had your people enslaved, the Ethiopians?
I'm going to look more into it.
I'm asking, you're going to stay in a religion that had your people enslaved?
I'm going to look more into it and make my choice.
No, I'm just asking, like, you're saying yes, you're going to stay in a religion that had your people enslaved?
Look more into it.
Brother, that's called kuna. You know what a kuna is? So you're going to be a kuna. Is that real? Give me Exodus 11:7. Brother, you gotta come out of that. That's sad. Right. That's sad. You gonna join a religion that has your people in slavery? You know how soft that is, brother? That's real soft. That's scary. Like that's scary. Read this, Exodus 11:7. You think God is dealing with a man that's he set above all people and have them be subject to Ethiopians in their church?
It's the book of Exodus 11:7.
Right.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Right.
Against man or beast.
Right.
That ye may know how that the Lord does put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
So you know God, he put a difference between Africans and Israelites, right? You know that. But you still want to join to the Africans and not your own people. Brother, you gotta, but you too old for this. 18 years old, you want to serve the Ethiopian man, the Cushite man. You know you over there making mud pies, right? Putting his head up cows' butts, getting all those rings and stretching out his neck, getting a fat ring and putting it in his lip. You want to be attached to that type of heritage and culture?
Come on, brother.
He don't care.
Yeah, he
don't care. That's like Ethiopian churches.
Ethiopian church. That's madness, man. That's madness. He wanna serve the Ethiopians.
Right.
Right? You wanna serve and get down with the Ethiopians. Man, that's madness. Alright. Since when what chapter and verse the Lord say, please in the Ethiopians? Alright, and the Lord spoke unto the children of Israel. Gather yourselves with the Ethiopians. Give me Numbers chapter, I think that's 11 and verse number 4. Alright, even at one point when everyone was together in the wilderness, did the Lord separate the heathens, right? When we came out of Egypt and they fell a lusting? Nowhere in the Bible does the Most High want us to be joined hand in hand with the heathens.
Right.
Give me Numbers 11 and verse number 4.
Bring it out. It's Numbers 11 and 4.
Bring it out.
And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting.
Right.
And the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat?
Right, I said on that. So even when we was in the wilderness, and the Egyptian Empire was ruling, the 19th dynasty, all right, under, I believe it was called Ramses or something like that. When you had this big empire rule, you had all nations under Egypt. We fled out of Egypt. We got up out of here, yeah, other nations following us, trying to join hand in hand. But guess what? The Most High, even he had to follow us. So that shows you all about the Most High. He's not dealing with everyone being just one group, beautiful, happy family.
Right.
And the brother, it's worse because he know a little something, and he still choose to go to the ways of the evil.
Still.
Right? That's madness. That's what you call a sick mind right there. And that's how you know all these religions, they all move on one accord. Read the classic songs.